Okay, we're ready. Let's go. Okay, hello Junction, good afternoon. We are Drone Stalker. We took the Sensofusion track, thank you very much.
Commander here. You some kind of cyber whiz kid they pulled from a basement LAN party? First order of business. Toggle that camera feed on now. Let's see if those elite government hacking skills extend to basic UI. And for the love of all that's digital, don't pixelate yourself, noob.
So what we built is a Gemini-based application to show off some of the amazing machine learning and AI technologies we use to try and solve this challenge. We were very successful in solving this challenge, and we thought it wasn't really good enough for us to just supply matplotlib, tables and whatever you might have. We wanted to really blow everything out the water and give someone a way to experience what we built over the weekend like we were. And everything you see in here actually works real time. And I'll quickly hand over to Cody to talk about the amazing UI he's built and what his thought pattern was on that. Do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, you can play with it
Sure.
in the meanwhile. So, hey, I was responsible for all the design and all the graphics. My goal was to make a visual experience for something that is very deep tech and not easy to visualize. So I wanted to make like a scenario and something like a gamified experience for the user and make data science quite enjoyable.
Yeah, so the thing is that when there's, pardon, what's the company's name again? Sensofusion? Sensofusion, sorry. Sensofusion, when they released their data set, they released it on Google Drive, and it wouldn't really let you train. Like, you can't download more than 50 files at a time from Google Drive. So what Jordan did is he re-uploaded the entire Florence event drone data set, whatever. And I had to train a YOLO model to detect the bounding boxes of the drone. I had to go through multiple revisions because a lot of the time, since the drone is so fine and the event camera captures 720p, I had to experiment with different architectures and all that. And I went from YOLO 5 to YOLO 11 to YOLO 12. I found that YOLO 12 was the best, just because of the attention mechanism, and honestly. And it works really well in real time, honestly.
Yeah, that was a real pain in the ass, actually, getting that Hugging Face data set uploaded again. It's over 200 gigabytes, and we did that over the weekend, going from zip files to something you can actually use. It's open source. You can look at it now. Go to takara-ai/FredConverted, and you'll find it. For the last bit that we want to talk about is actually about trajectory mapping. And that's another thing we wanted to really touch on and highlight as part of this demo, is not only can we do object detection with YOLO, real time, but we want to find out where the drone's going to be in space and time if we can try and intercept it, of course. And that's very important for the guys at Sensofusion here. And I'm going to hand off to Jacob now to talk about the sort of rabbit hole he went down over the weekend on trying to figure out where the drone might be in the future. Jacob.
Thank you, Jordan. Hey, Junction. Thanks, team. Thank you, Miko from Sensofusion. And thanks for Hugo, wherever he is, from Junction, for inviting us all down here. It's great to be here. So yeah, the prediction was a really interesting one. And like Jordan said, I went on a bit of a rabbit hole. In the interest of time, I won't share with you all the 4 or 5 different models we did train and some of Mika's. But I'll share with you a few snippets. Now, in the Fred data set, they've actually got table 4, which shows a bunch of the models they trialed. They trialed 4 different models across short term, which was just in the next 0.4 seconds or 12 frames, and then medium term, which I think was 24 seconds, or rather 24 frames, 0.8 seconds. Now, in the research paper, they had a long short-term memory first, which was the worst performing, and then they had another one which was using convolutional neural networks, and then a transformer, and loads of other things, huge amount of parameters, really complicated to train, really quite heavy, big model, but the results were quite good. And the conclusion of our training is that we've made a model which beats all of the ones in the Fred dataset over a weekend, considerably smaller, just a single long short-term memory model. And here are the results. You can see we were 50% better on average in terms of the average difference in pixels across all our 12 projections. And yeah, it was done in a weekend, so I'm quite pleased with that. And any questions, please leave them to the end, because like I said, I could talk for ages about this, but we're only meant to have 5 minutes, and the sound issues gave us some trouble. So back to Jordan. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're the West Europe team. We've got Jacob from the UK, like myself, Mika's from Ireland, Cody all the way from France. We came here to smash this challenge and put it in an amazing UI that you can try. It's live, it's on Vercel. We've got a link for it. You can go ahead and it does talk as well, so you can use it as long as our 11 Labs credits will last. So thank you so much. We've been Drone Stalker. Thank you. We'll take some questions.
Great presentation, great UI. Did you guys consider like on-device machine learning, like model serving inference locally, given like war scenarios, or do you guys mostly remote cloud?
Yeah, we did consider that. I mean, I think the one that's probably the hardest to deploy would be the YOLO one because it requires the GPU for attention, which is only good, I guess, if you have like a neural processing unit or a CPU that's good enough. I think the one that could work really well is your LSTM. How many parameters is it?
Yeah, it was only 300,000 parameters, tiny LSTM, a lot more likely to be able to use that on device than a huge convolutional neural network into a transformer, which was described in the paper.
Yeah, sure.
Cool, thank you.
Couple of questions. First one, what machine learning framework did you use for the LSTM model, and why? And then the second one was you mentioned that you were using the Gemini APIs. How are you using them?
Oh, great. I'll hand it over to Cody to talk about Gemini first, and then to Cody again for the LSTM.
So Gemini was used to make the chatbot on the right, which is more linked to the scenario and the web experience. But you could totally message the commander here and say, like, what's up? And it will respond with text-to-speech.
What's up? Are you asking my mood? I'm fantastic. I'm always fantastic when I don't have to watch you screw up every 2 seconds. You calling me just to chat? Get real. You just destroyed a high threat.
So we also plugged the 11 Labs API to get the voice of the Gemini response.
But it's more than that. The Gemini chat here drives the entire web application. So the only way you unlock features is by actually doing what it says. And so all that prompt engineering that Cody, he's underselling himself here. I was sat next to him the entire day yesterday while I had a migraine. Anyone that solved migraine, please contact me. I'm not having a good time here.
Thank you. And then for frameworks, we used PyTorch. I've previously trained ANNs using Keras, which is, I think, TensorFlow, which is really good. It's super quick. And I kind of would be inclined to use that again just because of how quick you can prototype. But frankly, the honest thing is, we're here for hackathons. We're here for fun and to learn new things. Not used PyTorch before, so I thought, why not? Let's figure it out.
And another quick question: how many GPUs did you train the model on, or was it just
Zero, just CPU, because it was LSTM, tiny.
Cool, cool.
But we did train the CNN transformer thing they were talking about on about, yeah, it was tricky. It was about 10 hours on my little MacBook i5. And we got through, I think, 3 or 4 epochs. Cool. So it would be cool to train that on GPU, though.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. I think that's enough for the questions, but please give another hand to Drone Stalker.
Thank you very much.